All right, let's out. Just hit my chair. Let's do this. We're so awkward thing. I said in the last episode that this was gonna be the finale. Turns out, so I was told before this that it was gonna be an hour-long finale. Like, I think that's what it was supposed to be, but I see that it is 2 episodes. So I'm guessing the 2 episodes were released together, and that's what the hour special was. But yeah, so we will have separate reactions. So this won't be the finale, because this one is Everything But the Rain, June Truth, and that follows up the Everything But the Rain, which was the title of the last episode. This one, yeah, now this one is going to be the follow-up to that. Then the finale is going to be, I think it's called The Blade Is Me, which is what I thought this one was going to be called, but that is not the case. So yeah, last episode, Ishin and Masaki, they met each other, which is a big moment for Ichigo's life, because that is his parents. Those are his parents. That is his parents. Those are his parents. So they finally got to meet each other. They seem to get along a little bit. They're both kind of chill. They're both really chill, open people, which I think is not, personality wise, I don't think they're too similar to their son, if I'm being honest. Like, I think Ichigo, he's a good guy, but I think he's a lot more like cool and collected, if that makes sense. Like, I always thought Ichigo was a lot more like, he wasn't goofy. I never thought Ichigo was a goofy guy. He has his silly moments, but he's not really like, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't give me Naruto or Luffy vibes or Goku vibes. Like, he's much more like chill, nonchalant. So, which I like. I like it because it gives him character, it makes him different. But Ishin's a lot more like that though. So, and Masaki isn't too serious, but maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll see some things about Masaki. But Ishin looks exactly like Ichigo, so that was also cool to see. Let's just jump into it. So hopefully this works, because last time I had some technical issues. Let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. Interesting. What's the captain's looking like? Yeah, Byakuya. Byakuya's still there. Nice. That's funny. I say fell into truth remains. Of course he would say that. He wants to research it. He didn't mention the Quincy. No. That's what gets him kicked out. He lied. He's not allowed to keep a secret. Especially as a captain, that's a huge violation. That sucks. Oh yeah, that's true. I guess they didn't. Must have just ended there. Interesting. I respect his decision, but I think he also needs to be concerned as a captain, like what the other Quincy's, like there's more than just her. You know what I mean? All right. His feelings, yeah. But I mean, logically speaking, like I get he has feelings for her and stuff. Oh. Oh my. Damn. That's spreading quick. It's only been a day. Yeah, you can sense the hollowification. So I'm guessing Kisuke is the reason why she'll be able to recover, because Uryu's dad is a doctor, but I don't think he's as resourceful as Urahara is. God damn. That's true. Yeah, Quincy's are very vulnerable. Oh, oh, that's what the reason is. Doesn't mean everything. Damn. That's kind of I see what she did. That's kind of schemy. I don't know about that. Yeah, he saw it. Yeah, her. So her body's more vulnerable. They said this at the beginning of Bleach, like way back in the early like few episodes. Quincy's bodies are more vulnerable than humans when it comes to damn. That's that came out of nowhere. He knows who he's. Where's he going? I wonder. Does he know? Does he know Urahara? Cause who does he know besides Quincy's? I don't know. If you ask me, Urahara? No, sorry. Uryu's dad seems like. Hmm. Bro, it's throbbing. Not to be weird about it, but Jesus. Yeah, it's gonna get real bad real fast. You should be fine, right? Oh, there he is. He said he was gonna thank her anyways, so. Hmm. She tried to save you, yeah. Yeah, but you also just admitted that you were trying to stop her. So playing, yeah, putting blame though is a little ridiculous. Hmm. I was gonna say, good thing Kisuke realized what happened. Yeah, because he's familiar with holification. He knows how this stuff works. So I'm actually curious because he must have been wondering how to save them for so long when it came to Shinji and the rest. So he must have thought if this ever happens again, I gotta have some contingency. So I wonder what he comes up with when it comes to this. I also wonder what this is. Like this isn't actually holification, is it? But like I would have never thought that Shinji, a Shinigami, could become a hollow. You know what I mean? But it happened. Aizen made it happen. So I guess for a Quincy, it's gonna be the same kind of process. But I wonder what like mentally this like. Is there some point where like the hollow just eats her? Oh, okay, well that answered that question. Never mind. Okay, nice one, Xana. Caught up pretty quick there. Because I was like, at what point this like. I also wonder when this stuff happens, are they stronger? What's stronger, a natural hollow going up to Vasto Lorde or a hollow that used? Oh, he knows, yeah. Or like a hollow that used to be a Shinigami captain. She's gonna lose her powers. Well, that part's pretty obvious. Okay, so it is holification. But I'm just wondering if it's going to be different. Yeah, see? He's gone through this before. I don't know how many years it's been. Destroying the boundaries between the two souls. It's such a weird thing Aizen has been able to do. Originally meant to strengthen. Oh. Damn. Bro, that's such a fuck scene. Soul suicide. Aizen's the only one that's been able to... Well, he's never worked with a Quincy before. Okay. Yeah, he knows there's a catch. He's like... Because he knows who Kisuke is, so... It's been 100 years? Interesting. So that means Ishin's probably been around for a while then, as captain. So they're gonna live in harmony? Okay. From a Quincy light arrow. No matter whatever state they're in. However, Quincy's have no resistance. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't get it either. So Shinigami then. Retaining her existence as a human. Well, Shinigami would be pretty good, right? At all times. Yeah. He's smart. He knows it. Yeah. Yeah. She needs a vaccine. Yeah. Quincy and Hollow, so you need a... Someone is a hybrid. Soul Reaper and a human. Oh. Completely human? So he's got a... Huh? So... Yeah, I was gonna say, so he's no longer just a Shinigami anymore. That makes sense how he's able to be human. Because it's not like Rukia. Like, Rukia can't actually be human. She doesn't have a Gigai. No, she has a Gigai, sorry. No. Wow. Damn. So the Hollow is going to pass through generations? No. Unless... Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, sure. He's like, what? He's a captain. That's so bad, dude. Bro, but that's... He's a captain, though. Yeah, of course not. He's not okay with it. Yeah, he would. That's the kind of thing Masaki said to him. She was like, I'd have regrets in the future if I didn't try to protect somebody. Damn. Ooh, shit. Yo, huh? Yo, I'm here to protect you. Okay, I'll remember that. I'll remember that line. Yo, I'm here to protect you. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I'm gonna remember that, Ishin. Yeah. Tensho! Shit! I didn't think he had the same exact move. It's cool to see that it's fired. So that's why Ichigo's is blue, because he's part Quincy. So is it fire then? Is that what Getsuga Tensho is? I always thought it was Reishi. Oh, cool. Nice get up, bro. He looks so casual. I miss the captain coat. Ew. Ew. What a weirdo. Pervert. She's like, oh, you're in my dreams. Ooh. He's like, right. Cool. I don't know, man. This chick is to leave her behind. It's like interesting. She I love you. That's what she wants to say. It's her duty. Yeah, that's why. That's why she wants to be so loyal to him. What a confession. What a confession. Why didn't you just tell him you didn't want him to be with Masaki instead of snitching? Yeah, I was gonna say, you've pissed him off, dude. I understand, like, Rukin, like, I also just, like, I've just retained his name now, but, like, Rukin, listen. All the power to him. He was making bad decisions, but that's not the way to make him a friend. Yeah. It makes sense. This chick is so like Yeah, she's really smart. There's no way she was buying that. He probably just told her the truth eventually. Yeah. Well, don't lie too often. Compared. They know movies, and I guess yeah. Yeah. How cute. So I guess he just didn't go to the Soul Society after that day, huh? Wow, what a line. Sweet talker, huh? Aw. They must have been really nervous about that. But the Quincy stuff was a little complicated, yeah. It's so crazy how he knew his son was going through all that stuff and he was just like, they'll figure it out. I mean, yeah. He's the son of a captain and a really strong Quincy, so I think in his head he was like, you might be able to handle it. Oh. Interesting. Nine years ago. When she died. Interesting. The real reason your mom died that day. Oh no! Shit! I thought, okay. I have a theory, because I don't actually remember what it was. I have a theory that... Well, not a theory, sorry. What I mean to say is, like, I kind of knew that the real reason she died wasn't because of the hollow, because it's pretty obvious, because if you remember, Ishin is the one that actually kills the hollow. Like, Ichigo kills, what's his name, Fishmonger? No, not Fishmonger, it's something Fisher, but Ichigo kills him during the, like, that episode where they, like, go to her funeral. Not her funeral, what am I talking about, her gravestone. They go to the graveyard, and because it's the day his mom died, I think, or it's her birthday, I can't remember which excuse it was, but Rukia learns about that and everything. But they find the hollow again, and then he kills the hollow, and then he comes back later stronger afterwards. He levels up. I can't remember, it's at Hucha, I think is that he's in a Hucha at that point, which is crazy because that means he skipped over Menos, but I can't remember why he was at a Hucha. But the point is, Ishin finds him, and when he kills him, he has a sigh of relief, but it's like, so, you know what I mean? It's so anticlimactic. And in my head, I was like, you know, okay, because there's two things to process. One, I was like, holy shit, he's a Shinigami. But then I was like, that kind of makes sense. And then we saw the captain code, and I was like, well, he was a captain. And I was like, you know what, that also makes sense considering how strong Ichigo is and why he was able to be a Soul Reaper. That part actually made a lot of sense. And I like that Kubo didn't hold our hands with that part. He was just like, you guys understand why his dad would be a Shinigami. But the thing that was confusing me was, okay, so if you are a Shinigami and you were a captain, two things was, why didn't you kill the hollow? You know, but then I was like, I guess he wasn't there. Maybe he has some excuse, and we'll learn about that later. But then the second thing that was making me wonder was, okay, you just killed the hollow that killed your wife. Why aren't you, like, you know, like, I don't know. I don't know. To me, it was so anticlimactic. So I was like, there's got to be something to it. Like, it's not just like, oh, the hollow killed her and that's it. I was like, there's got to be a reason why. And also the second thing was, well, how is his mom just a human and he's a Shinigami? That doesn't make sense. But I actually totally forgot. Like, that one thing is, how is Ishin a human? That part I totally forgot about, thinking, like, wondering why that would be even a thing. Like, questioning that part, because I just kind of, I've gotten used to it, but I keep thinking, whoa, no, Ichigo is part human because of his mom. That's how he's able to do it. Everyone else needs a Gigai, except Ishin doesn't need a Gigai, because even Kisuke has a Gigai. Like, I think his body, he has a Gigai, so he can't actually, he's not a real human. You know what I mean? But then I was like, Ishin literally had a child with a human who was Quincy, but still, regardless, he had a child, which means, biologically speaking, Ichigo is a human, more or less. Like, he's gone to the doctor, he's done this, yada yada. He is a human, right? They've never questioned it. No other humans question that he's a human. So how does that even work? I'm like, how does a Shinigami, which is literally a soul, like, just, okay, you have a Gigai, but a Gigai is a doll. Like, it's not, there's not something that has like a genetic component to it. You know, it's not like his soul is, it's just inhabiting it. It's not literally changing his nature as a Shinigami. So it's such a weird, it's a weird experiment from both Aizen and Kisuke that, like, is unintentional. It's both accidents. I know a lot of people watched the Aizen part, which was last episode, and like said, oh my god, like, Aizen planned Ichigo's birth. It's like, not really, actually. Like, if we actually, that's why I didn't react too crazy to Aizen being there. First off, I knew he was there, and second, it's such an accident. And even then, like, Aizen's just curious, if anything. He takes credit for it later. He's like, oh, I planned your birth. I've been observing you forever. It's like, you have been observing him, but so has Ishin. His own dad knew all that stuff was happening, and also Kisuke was also knowing that all that stuff was happening. So you're not the only one. You're not special, Aizen. Like, you're not Ichigo's, like, creator. It's like, no, actually you're not, and neither is Kisuke. Kisuke just had the idea. Like, Ishin, honestly, Ishin is the guy who deserves the most credit, which is his dad, which actually makes sense. I think if you know the whole context, it actually feels pretty good, because that means think about it, without Masaki, Aizen's never going to have that scenario happen. And without Ishin, Kisuke is never going to have that situation happen. So Ishin decides to do what he does. Masaki decides to actually get involved, and then decides to let the hollow attack her. Otherwise, Aizen's not going to get his experiments going, which is Ichigo, you know, like, and then Kisuke the same thing. Kisuke is never taking credit for any of Ichigo's stuff. because he knows it's like it was all your dad. Like, dude, I didn't do anything. He's like, I just tried to come up with an idea of like a protocol in case this stuff happened, but it was the best I could come up with. If anything, it would have never worked if I didn't meet a guy like your dad who's just willing to throw away his whole existence. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't a Shinigami anymore. I mean, technically he was part Shinigami, but like, who would do that? Especially as a captain. It's ridiculous. Like, as a captain, that is so bad, dude. That decision he made, like, I understand, respect to Ishin because he saved the person's life and yada, yada, yada. But if you're a Shinigami, you're like, what you're doing is blasphemy. Because let alone a Shinigami doing that decision, but a captain, I mean, that's that's a lot to take in. So I don't know. I'm curious. The thing I'm the most curious about is, did Ishin ever get a chance to even say anything to his family, like to the Shiba clan? I guess not, right? But I mean, they all kind of know. Like, when Ichigo shows up, I'm sure they had an understanding. Like, it'd be crazy if they didn't know anything and Ichigo shows up. Like, imagine you just kind of look at him and be like, you look a lot like my uncle. You know? It's like, you're kind of, and you're Shinigami. Like, there's so many questions. And also, Byakuya knew Ichigo's dad. That's the wildest part in this whole thing. Because think about it. When Byakuya and Ichigo are fighting, they're fighting, like the Bankai moment, the big Tensa Zangetsu reveal. Byakuya is literally staring at Ishin Shiba's son, unlocking Bankai for the first time. And he's gonna be like, I'm fighting this guy. Like, you're fighting the son of a ex-captain who is also, he doesn't know he's part Quincy, but still, like, there's so many levels to that fight now, and I'm just like, whoa, like, that's crazy. That makes me want to rewatch the first few episodes. I'm not gonna lie, that makes me want to rewatch a lot of the first few episodes. I always paid attention to when Aizen first met Ichigo, but if I'm being honest, it's a little anticlimactic because I think technically the time where he first meets him is when he does the finger thing, and he kind of, Aizen's Aizen, he just plays it off as like he knows who Ichigo is, yada yada. I know more than you, that whole thing, like the smug. I mean, he deserves it. He does know more than Ichigo, but still, it's like, it's a little anticlimactic. But it's really cool to think about like the layers behind like these people meeting each other, like Byakuya meeting Ichigo. It's like that's Ishin's kid. I mean, and also it's funny, the reason why I say that I pay attention to that part so much is because Byakuya makes such a big deal about his noble family, like his whole, like, I mean, it's not air quotes, it's his noble family, like being part of the Kuchiki clan. But Ichigo is well, he's not actually, he's a Kurosaki, and actually literally speaking, he is a Kurosaki because the way Ishin's body was when he helped to make Ichigo, I would argue he's not the same Shinigami he was. He ends up being that afterwards, but it's too little too late. That's like 20 years after the whole process. So, but I don't know, I'm just thinking to myself, like, it's so weird to me that you have a captain, one of your ex co-captains, like co-workers, like co-captains, that was also part of a noble clan, and then goes missing, and you see their son, but I guess he didn't know, but he must have had an inkling, right? Because he says Getsuga Tensho. I mean, you know that's the other guy's move, you know what I mean? Like, that's literally, we see it here, he says Getsuga Tensho, so you know that's Ishin's move. You can't put two and two together. I mean, come on. I mean, surely there's so many questions though, as like, how would he, a human, be the son of a captain? That doesn't make any sense. But still, like, I feel like you'd have so many questions. Byakuya would have so many questions. I would have questions if I was him. I'd be like, who are you? What the hell are you? What are you? You know, but I don't know. That's just cool. It's so cool. I love this episode. It was sweet. It was really sweet. But I think, yeah, learning about her death. I wonder what that's going to trigger, though. I wonder what that's going to trigger. Like, because I think this is good context for Ichigo to learn enough about himself, but he needs to know the whole story. But I wonder what the death, because I actually can't remember. I read more of the fights during this arc, not so much the context of the story. There's missing beats. Like, this part, I really, like, it's very blurry for me. So, but, I guess maybe it gives context to the Hollow, maybe he'll understand more about the Hollow, or maybe the Quincy. maybe her Quincy powers come back, and then that's actually what kills her, because the Quincy powers, like, I don't know, they mature to the point where now she's actually become more vulnerable, and Ishin isn't able to keep a balance for that, so eventually it just breaks. Or maybe Ichigo is hollow. No, that would be screwed up. No, because then I think he would hate his hollow, which I don't think would be good. Because I was gonna say, what if Ichigo hollowified, and then like, no, but that wouldn't make sense, because also she has part of the hollow inside of her. I don't know. So wait, White is actually transplanting himself throughout her bloodline? That part I wasn't really paying attention too much. You can put it down in the comments, because I might have missed it. I'm sorry. Well, I did miss it, but if they display that part, like the whole descendants thing, is White passing through, or is it like the hollow genes passing through? Because if Ichigo has the child, do they now have hollow parts in them? That seems weird. Also, that makes Hueco Mundo even more fun, because when he was fighting Grimjow, and then Holly Bell was like, it's like two Espadas fighting each other. It's literally, that's what it is, because Ichigo's he's not a hollowified Soul Reaper. Like, genetically, he's part hollow, which is so cool and weird. It's so weird. Like, he is the only of his species. He's the only kind of his species. Like, there's no one like Ichigo. Genetically speaking, no one is even close. Not even his parents. Like, that's the crazy part. His parents were only like, I'm half human, half Soul Reaper. I'm half Quincy, half hollow. It's like, there's no like, I'm human, Quincy, hollow, and Shinigami. Like, I'm human, Quincy, hollow, Shinigami. What? How does that make any sense? Where, how in the hell? It's so funny. You look at his records, like, he does like 23andMe, and then people are just like, right, okay, I have some questions, sir. Please sit down. Explain to me in detail your family tree. It's like, I had no idea. Yeah, no, that explains it. Anyways, great episode. I'll catch you guys in the finale. Next episode, we're gonna see how things go. Hopefully by the end of it, we get to see Ichigo finally figure out himself, and that's actually that's gonna be the most exciting part, is seeing him get his true Zanpakuto, because he's never gone through that process with the not Adhucha. That's the hollow thing, whatever the thing is called. The blade, you hold it, you put your soul in it, and it turns into a Zanpakuto. We've never had that process with Ichigo, so I'm really excited to actually get him to do that, so he can get his real Zanpakuto, because that's going to be cool. And then for him to actually talk to his spirits, because we haven't seen the inner world, like the vertical buildings, like upside down, like the skyline, and it looks like a wallpaper someone would have for their setup on their desktop. It's just like we haven't been there in a long time, so it'd be really cool to see them. Old man Zangetsu and White Ichigo. So yeah, let's see what happens in the next episode, which will be the finale. I'll catch you guys then. Hope you have a wonderful day. Oh, right. Subscribe, like button, all that stuff. You know how that works. I'm sorry I have to mention it. I just feel like if I don't mention it, it feels kind of like, just in case if this is the only video you ever see and I don't say it, I'll feel guilty to myself in the future, even though I'm pretty sure future me doesn't care. But anyways, do that if you enjoy the video or you like to see this kind of content. I'll catch you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Take care, peace, and goodbye.